Hey everyone, so here's my new welder. Got this from Everlast. I paid for it. I didn't get a discount. I got a on sale price, but didn't ask for a discount. Have no working deal with Everlast whatsoever. So I did pay full price for this. It was on sale though, and I bought some accessories. So this is the Cyclone 262. This is currently on sale for, what is it? Just shy of $1,300 shipped, and I out the door with the torch and the liner that I got with it. I ended up paying just shy of 15 for everything that I got. So let's do a quick walk around. This holds the big spools of wire and has an adapter for the spools so that it doesn't flop around on there. Comes with 3 extra sets of feed rollers. Feed rollers go on here for the different sizes of wires. One thing that I wanted to point out is one of these sets has serrations in it. It's marked as a K on here. The ones that don't have serrations, that are just smooth like this, are marked with a V. Okay. The V and the smooth rollers are for your solid steel wire, and these ones with the serrations on here are for your flux core. So these are sized in metric, so in the manual it shows what the equivalent is for like the standard measurements for wire size. So the 1.6 is for a 0.062 wire. Flip it over because you got the two sizes, is the 0.12, which is the equivalent of a 0.045 wire. All right, your next set, which is the same size, it's just a smooth. And then you have the size that's in here, which is good for 035 and I believe that's 035 and 045 wire in there. And then this is 035 and 0.23 and 0.25 wire on this smaller roller. The 2.3 and 2.5 use the same groove. So they give you an extra tip in that bag, but this tip is the 1.6, and that's going to be your 0.062 wire. So a lot of people don't run that big of a wire, but this machine can handle it. These Allens the Allen and these screws, bolts, whatever, are for the handle. And let's look at the front of this machine. This is where your torch plugs in. This is your negative side for your, negative, either ground clamp or this comes with a stick welding lead as well, so you can switch it back and forth. This is positive, negative. Depends on what you're running as far as what kind of sticks you're burning. So this plug here is the provision for the power for a push-pull gun. This is your spool gun and your push-pull gun connection as well. If you don't know what a push-pull gun is, it's basically a gun that has feed rollers in it. So is a spool gun, but a spool gun, the wire spool is on the gun and it feeds itself right at the gun, where a push-pull gun has just feed rollers up there and it pulls the wire as well as pushes it from this way. Let you run a longer lead and also aluminum wire as well. So sorry, I got stuff falling off my car over here. Backside, you got dual fans. I believe they do run 100% of the time on this. Some people aren't a big fan of that, but metal shops are loud, so I don't really care. Power breaker here. This is where your gas plugs into, screws into. Your power cord comes with a standard 50 amp end. That's awesome that it comes with it, because the 3 other machines I have did not, and I had to go buy a plug. And there's numerous welders on the market that don't come with plugs. So this plug right here, the AC 240 volt, what that is for a water cooler. So if you have a water cooled torch, or you plan on getting one, this machine's already outfitted to be able to run that. You run your power into here, and that's all set up and ready to go. Okay, so let me show you what else you get with this. You get a size 36 torch. This thing is enormous. The manual is a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. That gives you an example of how big this torch is. Some people may say, why do you need one that big? Well, because this machine is set up to be able to run 275 amps at 50% duty cycle. It'll run 195 amps at 100% duty cycle. So you need, this is an air-cooled torch, so you need a torch that's going to be able to handle that heat. So this particular torch is rated for 340 amps at a 60% duty cycle, and it is 4 meters long. This is the stock torch that comes with it. It comes with a couple extra tips. Let's see if I can see the sizes on the bag, so bear with me here. Looks like a 08 wire and an 09 wire. So that's going to be your 3.5 and 4.5, I believe. No, that's 3.0 and 3.5. 030 and 035, sorry. Dyslexic moment. This gun has a yellow liner in it. That yellow liner is really only good for 0.045 wire and 0.062 wire. You can change the liner out to a smaller liner if you plan on running smaller gauge wire. But they set it up for spray transfer welding, so that's what you're getting out of the box. So they give you a regulator here. Looks like a quality one. You get your stick welding lead here, and again, you got your DINS connector that will plug into either one of those two connectors there. And your ground has the same style of DINS connector, and you get that style of clamp. I'm not sure how long this is. I think this is 4 or 5 meters. Don't quote me on that. I plan on swapping it out. This is my PowerEye MIG 200. This is the first machine I ever got from them. You can see the quality difference just in the manufacturing. Machine still runs strong though, but it doesn't have the duty cycle or the power output that that new machine has. So I did get me a much heavier ground clamp and ground cable for this machine. It's longer. I'll probably take that off of this machine and put it on the new one and swap their ground onto this machine because I still plan on using this. I'm just going to use it for 035 wire and smaller. This gun, where the hell's the gun at? So I purchased this from them a while back. It is a size 24 gun. So it's a nice gun. Real happy with it. It came with a red liner, I believe was in it. I swapped it out for a blue liner. And that comes to what I purchased over here with this machine and why the price is higher. So I also purchased a 24 torch. This is the new version of it. And comes with a couple of tips. The tips that it comes with are 09 and 1.2. So that's good for 3.5 and 4.5 wire. I purchased the blue liner because this blue liner will go down to 0.023 up to 0.045 wire. It has the red liner in it. The red liner will be removed and stashed away. Maybe it'll get used at some other point in time, an emergency or whatever, but I don't really plan on using it. What I did also wanted to point out here is on this gas line here that comes with it. It has all the fittings. Everything's crimped and nice. When I got my iMig 200, it didn't have that. It just had a hose and some hose clamps, and the thing leaks. So I'm really happy that over the years they upgraded to giving you fit and finish, everything's ready type of thing. You didn't have to source any parts. So I'm really happy with what I'm seeing right now. That's pretty much it. I'll do a follow-up video of showing this thing in action once I get it fully set up. But this is just kind of a walk around of the machine, first initial impressions. and you know I work, so it will be put to use. I got to get a cart for it. Got to get some tanks. I could pull that tank. That's C75, so 75 percent argon, 25% carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, CO, whatever it is. But I do plan on getting some gas that will allow me to use spray arc, which is, I believe, spray. They want you to be at 90% argon or 95% argon. So I'll be getting that and probably building a cart that can run dual tanks on it. So down the road, hopefully before the end of the year, I plan on getting the Typhoon 330, which is our new TIG welder, and be able to have double 2 MIGs and 2 TIGs in my shop. If you're doing this for a living, you really need to have more than one machine. You need to be able to have a backup. These things do break, and it doesn't matter who makes them, they break. Everlast's customer service is on point. They take care of their customers as quickly as possible, to the point where they'll even try to help you repair the machine yourself if necessary. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can send it back to them and they'll take care of it. But I have no complaints with their customer service at all. Zero. I've seen them in action. I've been following that company for like 13 years now, and very, very impressed. I met the owner at FabTech about 2 years ago, and one of the representatives, his name's Mark. Very, very pleased with them. I consider them friends at this point. But yeah, fan of the company, fan of the equipment, and I'm going to keep purchasing from them until otherwise. All right, talk to you guys later. Like always, subscribe, comment, like if you guys are watching this on YouTube.